Hey everybody, Tim here with today's episode of Star Trek The Next Generation, Season 3, Episode 1, Evolution. So we're officially into Season 3 now, and to me, this is where Star Trek The Next Generation hit its stride. We finally have Dr. Crusher back, and just overall the episode quality does go up. So first off, right off the bat, we have a new intro, probably the well-known intro when you think of the Next Generation. It's what you think of. It starts with the nebula and then flying through. They have new uniforms. Again, it's probably the ones that most people think of. They kind of forget about seasons 1 and 2 because they lose like the weird little inlet, I guess, whatever, on the shoulders, and then it goes from being like a jumpsuit to an actual like shirt and pants. It's a much better design. One of these days I'm actually going to get on Amazon and probably buy one, and then I can do a video like in full Star Trek gear because I'm that geeky. So overall, it's a Wesley episode, which I'm kind of impressed by because Wesley at this point has gotten some serious hatred, and Will Wheaton has even spoken about like how difficult it was. But again, I love Wesley. That's why I have my hoodie. And so in this episode, he accidentally releases some nanites into the ship, and they're just kind of creating havoc. So this episode it basically makes you question on whether or not a machine can be sentient. In this particular instance, the nanites do kind of show that they are, because once some of them are killed, they retaliate. They know what they're doing. They can communicate. So they do seem to be a life form, which it goes kind of back to the Measure of a Man episode of Season 2, where Data met 2 of the 3 qualifications easily, that he is self-aware, he's sentient, and all sorts, and the other stuff. So it's an interesting kind of allegory for Data to kind of show, and it starts making us question what's a life form and what's not. So it's an interesting episode. This episode also, I've said it before, Guinan is like my favorite character of all of Star Trek. This episode digs a little bit deeper into her. I think it was her first episode. Wesley's like, supposedly you're really old and you knew Picard for a long time. And Guinan's like, that's not true. I just met Picard. And so you're like, oh, that's interesting. And then when there was the Q interaction where we didn't see her do anything, but she clearly seemed like she could hold her own against Q. So we're getting little tidbits. In this one, she mentions that she had multiple husbands in the past. In Nemesis, she gives us a number. I think it's 6. I don't remember. And that she has a lot of children, which unfortunately I don't think we ever meet any in the series, which would have been nice. On top of that, she says that one of her kids took hundreds of years to grow out of a rebellious phase. So that kind of goes back to she is very old. And again, we explore more of this as the series progresses, especially when we get to the Times Arrow episode. I didn't even realize this. I accidentally, getting ready to post this on my YouTube, it popped up and I was like, what? And I had to research it. Scott Grimes is in this episode. He's only in the very end, and even then, like, his face is blocked out. He had 2 or 3 other scenes, but they got cut out. Scott Grimes, he plays Lieutenant Gordon Malloy on Orville. He's the helmsman, which, by the way, I'm a huge fan of Orville. I love Orville. And so I thought that was kind of interesting that, like, he's a no-name character that all of his scenes got cut out, and now he's basically in his own Trek-like show. So that was really cool, and I'm glad YouTube knew I was doing this or something, and it popped it right up in perfect time. Yeah, I'm super excited for Season 3. Season 3 has a lot of good episodes. Again, some more Q episodes. For those who have seen this one in particular, the Season 1 premiere, Evolution, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about Guinan and her past? And what do you guys look forward to in Season 3? Do you guys have favorite episodes that you guys are looking forward to covering with me? Go ahead, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time for Ensigns of Command.